Hello, everyone, and welcome to my spiritual GPS. This is your host, Vivian S.D. Guzman, the #1 money magnet activator, and some of my clients call me human MRI, as I'm also a medical intuitive and an intuitive business coach. So, we know December is coming up, and as you all know, ever since I started going to Sedona for my healing retreats, I find it fascinating that I pull out certain angel cards, and that becomes my guiding light. I've been doing this for a good 3 years now, going to Sedona, and I started my healing practice way back in 2008, right, as a holistic physical therapist, and now moved into intuitive business coaching because I realized that a lot of the sickness that people have is usually stemming from a root cause. And sometimes those diseases and sicknesses are God's way of telling us that we are out of alignment. We are not going towards our path and purpose. We're actually moving away from it. And so those signs and symptoms help us realign ourselves and find our path again so that we are lined up to who we're really meant to be in this planet, right? In this lifetime. So I wanted to share with you a practice that I do every single year. Well, first, you got to find your own angel card theme. So if you believe in angels and spirit guides and higher power, your oracle card is a way for you to ask for guidance, not to be codependent on it, that you're going to ask every single question with everything you do. But when you ask for guidance, you actually just follow that path. And you can meditate on the card, like really ask your divine source, what do you want me to do with this? So last year, when we went to Sedona, Jeff Schlicht, he's a pastor in Sedona, and he would pull out cards for us, right? So I wanted to share with you what was the card theme, because I asked not just for myself, but also how I could grow my business. So this becomes the theme of my business. And every single month, most likely you're going to get the email now if you're on my mailing list. The card that came up for December was actually meditation. So obviously, the way I prepared for it is I did not put a lot of things on my calendar for December because I was told to spend time really meditating. And you guys know that every single day I do a walking meditation around nature, around my neighborhood, and then whatever messages I get, I share it with you through Facebook Live or videos or through my newsletters, right? It's present time moment. Okay, that's the beauty of it. Whatever I receive, if it's an action item, I go ahead and do it, right? So that's why life for me goes with ease, grace, and flow, and it happens very fast because I am able to slow down. So I'm going to share with you what is meditation. This is the theme for December 2021. The card meaning is meditation is very important for you right now. Enjoy practicing it often. Well, it's up to you how often looks like in your life. For me, often means every day. It could even be twice a day or 3 times a day. When my mind starts to be busy, I actually slow it down. I know that slow means fast. And for those of you who know me, everybody knows me as very, very fast. Like almost like Speedy Gonzalez, right? So for some people, their years equals 1 day for me. And if you look at God's timeline, there's no slow fast. God just knows what it is. And it's up to us to listen to our inner guidance system so we can connect with that divine guidance, with your own divine guidance, right? So here's the meaning. A quiet mind hears the voice of the angels more easily. And by the way, I'm reading from Healing with the Angels, Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. So, a quiet mind hears the voice of the angels more easily. Very true, because you'll get messages and downloads. This card is your angel's way of asking you to quiet your mind so that your angelic communications are loud and clear, meaning no interference, no ifs and buts. It's just that. Whatever you receive, that's what you get. First thing in the morning, spend at least 5 minutes with your eyes closed. I don't know if you do that. And breathe deeply 3 or 4 times. I encourage people to put their hands underneath their sit bones or even hold their ankles or feet, because you really can meditate and like get the energy from your head down to your feet, like in your body, very, very quickly with it. Ask your angels a question and then listen as intently as you would to a dear friend. Don't strain to listen. If you chase the answer, it will evade you. Instead, continue to breathe in and out deeply and allow yourself to relax, because you can't rush God, you can't rush the angels. When you're receptive, it's kind of like when you have to plant, let's say it's harvest time, right? And you're planting a new set of crops. You're gonna have to clean out everything first, right? In order for you to actually replace it with, let's say, a brand new set of plants or crops that you'd like to put in there. Tell yourself that receiving angelic communication is natural for you and that it is actually an everyday experience. The more you relax your mind, the easier it is for you to hear the answer. Isn't that the truth? So now I ask another question. Is there anything I need to feel supported, to be supported, right? Because if you're used to doing, and you don't set your schedule with that rhythm and flow, because there's no such thing as up, 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 up. Everything that goes up must come down, right? So if you intentionally and deliberately do it, you can ask your higher guidance system on what else do I need in order to feel supported. Because if you're used to doing, like a lot of entrepreneurs are, you almost need that support to calm down, right? To quiet down. So I pulled out Archangel Michael. This powerful archangel is with you right now. He gives you courage and helps release you from the effects of fear. Because sometimes we're afraid, like, oh my God, if I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to make money. If I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to be known to other people. The whole year, I've already done all the marketing and the sales and everything I needed to do. I was asked of by my guides. And so now it's time to receive. Okay. So through this card, Archangel Michael is making his presence known to you. He is the symbol of true courage, stemming from knowing that God's love is the only power there is. Michael is letting you know that as you make changes in your life, as you encounter challenges, you are safe and secure. God and the angels help you stay true to yourself during trying times. Have heart-to-heart discussions with Michael often. Pour out all of your concerns to him. Don't worry about overburdening him. Michael, like all the archangels, is able to be with everyone simultaneously who needs him. He has no limitations of time or space, so he can help you and others concurrently. So obviously, there are some clients, right? So they come to you and they're asking for your help, but some of them, they're not ready to take action. And that's okay, because their time hasn't come yet. So are you going to stop because they're not coming forward, right? To claim their space, right? Let's say in your community. No, you'll keep on, kind of like a child. You say the same thing a few times and then you'll be surprised. Sometimes one day there's just one word you said or a sentence and they're like drawn to you. I know because I'm a generator, right? Emotional authority. I'm not gonna decide if I'm like super hyper or excited sometimes or super depressed. I would wait, especially for those with emotional authority, to really be completely at peace. It's like there's nothing rushing me, there's nothing holding me back. I just feel like there's a space and I can come in. That's when you know. All right. So we're going to be doing our clearing 2021 to pave the way for 2022. I'll ask you something, right? So you know how sometimes you're like, I really don't like my couch anymore, but or my bedroom set, but then you can't let it go. Well, you can't really buy a new set of furnitures if you haven't let go of the old ones, right? Now, do you have to keep on changing? Well, that's the only thing that's constant in this world. Change. I don't know if you have observed, but this whole year, our lives have changed in many, many ways. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at your family. Take a look at your work. A lot of things have changed. Now, if you could like sit back and almost look at the movie of your life, because that's what we're doing, right? When we do this Clearing 2021, it's a two-part series. The first step is you're going to have to be really honest with yourself. What do you need to let go of? And sometimes you just have to forgive yourself because you haven't. You're still beating yourself up from something you've done 5, 10 years ago, or even when you were a kid. And that energy is carried over every single year. Hence, you can't create the new life you'd like to have. So if you can identify that, right? Obviously, your conscious mind is like, no, no, don't do that because I'm going to die if you keep on doing that. That's the conscious mind. It'll try to sabotage you because it likes the same thing. So if you really want your life to change, you got to do something different, right? So I invite you to come to our event, Clear 2021, to pave way for 2022, because you need to allow yourself to transform, right? These are two 90-minute calls. And I've done this a few years. Last year I did this, and people's lives have changed so much exponentially because finally they've created a space for their new self. Without the new self, well, if you don't let go of the old self, the new self can't be born. It cannot. So you have to claim your space. We have a coupon code. It's $100 off until December 1st. So I invite you to come to that event. It'll be via Zoom. Let me put the link here. So if you guys go to my website, viviandeguzman.com, you'll find it there. It's right at the top on events, but it's about clearing 2021, right? So just clear 2021 to pave way for 2022. So when you're able to clear, right, you will find yourself in a different space altogether, completely different space. And you can finally live the life of your dreams, because if you can really be gentle with yourself and provide yourself that space needed for you to transform, it'll happen. Just watch it. And the thing is, you're not only going to clear, but then you're going to have the correct guidance system for you, not for me, because my trajectory and your trajectory, my purpose and yours are different. So you have to know what's good for you. On the second part of that, the second week, December 10, please make sure you have some oracle card or angel card that you love to use, because then it's your guidance system. It's connected to you. It's connected to your soul, and you're able to really get more clarity and guidance in order for you to plan your year ahead of you. All right? So thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And I'm looking forward to really creating space for you so that you can be your best. You can have your best year yet because you deserve it. All right.